Greetings, good people. Welcome back to the channel. All right, so by now, everyone should have watched the first episode of SWV and Xscape's reality show, Queens of R&B on Bravo, okay? So I'm just going to provide a light little recap. It's the first episode. There is a lot to unpack, but I'm not going to make this review very, very long. And I am going to save LaTocha and Tamika's mama for the very end because that was explosive. A lot of people have a lot to say. I do too, but I'm going to keep it cute. So basically, 90s R&B girl groups were a thing, okay? And they are being revived, and I'm glad to see that everyone is in good health, alive and well, and able to still sing, do shows. They have stamina. They're still together somewhat. Escape, kind of, sort of. So it's good to see these ladies. It's a great trip down memory lane for someone like myself who grew up during this era. Listen to these women, okay? So we have SWV. Everybody is back. The episode didn't focus on SWV's drama too much. They mainly focus on the drama with Xscape, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get into some of SWV's drama. Okay, so the ladies are toying with the idea of going on tour. Seems like everybody is about their money. Okay, and it's interesting to see two different dynamics, two different groups. You got New York, and then you have the girls from Xscape who are from the South. So two different kind of mentalities, two different ways of kind of conflict resolution. Interesting. It's good TV. Now, I remember when SWV had their own reality show. You guys remember that? And they were on for 2, if not 3 seasons. Coco is still the diva of the group, but Coco did mention in the show, hey, look, regardless of us cat fighting, we may not get along. Sometimes we ain't even speaking. But when the money calls, we're getting on stage. Okay? The same can't be said for Xscape. So we're introduced to LaTocha's husband and son. LaTocha's husband is Rocky, who used to be the manager of the group at one point. There's a lot of tension, a lot of, drama circulating on social media. It's been a lot of drama throughout the years with this particular group, okay? My first impression of Rocky is he talks too much, okay? He strikes me as the type of guy that has a lot to say but ain't saying nothing, like a fast talker, wants all the attention. I could be wrong, but that's just my impression, okay? LaTocha has a son with her husband, and they live somewhere in Atlanta, okay? We also saw Tamika, who is LaTocha's sister, biological sister. We saw Tamika in her home with her hubby, who is what does she call him? Executive protector. He's a bodyguard. He works with big names in the industry. They were introduced by Kandi many, many years ago. So they're living happily married, yada, yada. Okay. We know that Kandi is married to Todd. We see Kandi on Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. And we know that Tiny is married to T.I. and they have a house full of children. All right. So we pretty much know all of that about those ladies. Okay. So what ended up happening is Taj from SWV decided to put together somewhat of a brunch for the ladies. SWV is seated on one side, Xscape is seated on the other. And, just kind of a meeting of the minds, trying to figure out how we're going to do a show, what should be the concept and the theme of the show. So they're kind of brainstorming, okay? So all the ladies walk in one by one, and the energy immediately shifted when Miss Thing walked into the venue, okay? LaTocha. So they're talking, they're all catching up, and they're exchanging ideas. Everybody looks beautiful. Taj has such a beautiful, welcoming spirit. She always has, even when she was on the reality show that SWV had. She was always kind of the one that kind of put everything together and kept the peace and kept everyone together. So I love the energy until LaTocha walked in. Okay, now I wasn't mad. I know a lot of people probably don't like LaTocha. She got a stank attitude. She does come across as bitter and not very truthful. But I don't know why I laugh at the situation, because it's so unbelievable. I think that's why I laugh, because it's unbelievable. So they're talking and all the ladies are in agreement. They're bouncing ideas off of each other, and here comes LaTocha. She's sitting at the table. She's pouting. She's not engaging. And Taj kind of mouths to her from across the table, "What's wrong? Are you okay?" She says, "No, we have a lot of issues that we have to work out," meaning her and her group mates, Xscape. And she said, we can't go on tour, we can't do shows if there's a lot of issues. Now, I can understand you putting it out all on the table, but I think that would have been better served if it was just Xscape having a meeting, and it's kind of like bringing up internal drama at what basically was a business meeting. Okay, yeah, the ladies were pretty casual, they were happy to see each other, but it technically was a business meeting. Okay, just not as formal, right? I just think that was unprofessional. I think that LATOCHA is very angry. She's very bitter, like I said before, and she wants, misery loves company. So if she's pissed off, she is going to do everything in her power to piss everybody else off. Okay, that's what I gather from her. If she's all good, then she'll spread the love and everything will be all good. But she's angry. She walked in with an attitude. Okay, so she wanted the cameras and the focus to be on her. The meeting was going very smooth. So my whole thing is like, why bother show up? I thought that was extremely weird of her. It was juvenile. It was childish. You could have kept your ass home, to be honest with you. You look nice, but you could have kept your ass home with all that drama and that negative energy. It was very nasty. It wasn't just well, all these ideas are good. We're going to keep it real. There are some things that we have to iron out. No, it was nasty. Eye rolling, neck rolling, lip curled up. I wasn't feeling it. So from across the table, Lily, she was just talking about how everyone should we should think about coming together and we should extend grace to our sisters. And, she also brought up the very mature observation that women give multiple chances to their husbands and their boyfriends, but they don't extend the same grace to each other. And that is so true. Let a dude dog some of you out and you be giving Leroy chance after chance after chance. You know what I'm saying? Your homegirl have an off day and she might have an attitude. You ready to bang on her. You ready? I don't fool with her no more. It's so true. Child, never get in the middle of some of these women and what they call a piece of their men. Anywho, okay, and I don't mean get in the middle in a bad way, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Lily brought up a good point. Very, very mature. Lily, she has a very outgoing personality. I always liked her attitude. But yeah, and I mean, Coco seemed like she was already over it. She was just like, I don't know, they got too much drama. Coco, don't act like that because you're a total diva. When Coco feels like showing up, because she knows that Lily and Taj need her to be SWV. So when Coco feels like showing up, she'll show up. I remember when Coco wanted to go solo and she wanted to do gospel, much like LATOCHA wanting to do gospel and wanting to quote unquote go solo. So Coco is looking at it from a different perspective and she's turning her nose up a little bit like, they got too much drama. But again, Coco made the point of saying, listen, I don't care how we could have fought backstage. We getting on stage and we getting this money and then we're going our separate ways. Okay. So after that ridiculous meeting, there was another meeting. Okay. So TAMIKA and LATOCHA decided to meet up at their mother Gloria's house. Okay, TAMIKA had her daughter with her. Her daughter's name is Ocean. It's spelled O''SHUN. I read it as Ocean, but whatever. Very unique and different. Anywho, listen, TAMIKA showed up, looked like she was ready to fight. And I'm going to be honest with you. She had on her little maxi dress. She had on her fuzzy slippers, okay? And she got up out that car and sashayed right into her mother's house. I think because she was expecting BS. TAMIKA says that her mother chooses LATOCHA. LATOCHA is the favorite over her, and she always chooses her side. So when the mother was, talking, is the mother some sort of counselor? She's doing very well for herself. She has a very beautiful home. But is she some sort of counselor? So, you think you go into your mom's house for her to mediate between you and your sister. And you would think that your mother would have a neutral stance on this drama between you and your sister, right? Nope, not Gloria. And I'm not calling her Mama Gloria. She ain't my mama, okay? Or I'm going to call her Gloria. I'm not even calling her Miss Gloria. I'm calling her Gloria, okay? Gloria is not listening to what it is that Tamika, who you see pictured on your screen here, has to say. Tamika feels like Gloria, their mother, takes Tasha's side no matter what. Gloria is not listening to Tamika. She's basically brushing her off, saying, "Oh, you're ridiculous. Oh, why do you feel that way?" She's not allowing her to talk. Tamika gets frustrated and jumps up and says, "You didn't take her side when you stole my money." And she's talking to Tasha. She said, "You and Rocky stole my money." In Tamika's confessional, she stated that it was Tiny's mother that informed the ladies of Xscape that they were entitled to some sort of royalty. Okay. So Tiny's mama must have got to digging and found out that these girls could basically get another type of royalty check. Tamika found out through her manager, and she says she has receipts, that LaTocha got her check, the check that she was supposed to get. LaTocha and Rocky took the check, deposited it into an account that was run under some sort of LLC that was managed by Rocky. Rocky is LaTocha's husband. Okay. Mama certainly got quiet then. Gloria had nothing, big mouth Gloria had nothing to say then. And then what did she do? She told the cameras to get out of her house. She told them to get out of her house. She said, "Cut the cameras off or get out of my house." Okay. Now, while Tamika was going off and talking and expressing herself, right, seemingly trying to express herself in a mature manner, behind her back, Gloria whispers to LaTocha, who's sitting across from her, "She's so jealous." So it seems as though Gloria is the culprit. And Gloria, you are dead wrong. And in my Iyanla voice, you have failed your children, Miss Gloria, miserably. There's always somebody in the middle of a situation conjuring up nonsense. They play two ends against the middle. They tell one person one thing, they tell another person another thing, or they try to invalidate the person who's rightfully feeling like they were wrong. "Oh, no, that didn't happen. Oh, no, that's not true." God knows what the conversations between LaTocha and Gloria are like. This was extremely embarrassing. For this to be an adult, a grown woman, a mother, I can only imagine what Tamika and LaTocha's childhood was like and how Tamika felt left out, slighted, unheard by her own mama. This is exactly why, in my opinion, LaTocha walks around with the attitude that she's superior and everyone has wronged her. Because an idiot only needs one person to co-sign their foolishness, and they feel validated with their foolishness. And that person that's co-signing LaTocha's foolishness seems to be the mother. Now, I did see a preview of episode 2, and it just gets uglier. Okay, there is a voicemail that is played. Gloria left a voicemail for Tamika, and it painted her in a very, very distasteful light. Okay. Kandi and Tiny are trying to console Tamika, and Tamika comes clean and states that, "Listen, I have always taken up for my sister. I have always been loyal to her, even at the expense of a relationship with you guys," being Kandi and Tiny. Kandi is sitting there making those stupid faces, but she basically feels like finally Tamika is speaking up for herself. So sometimes you can be loyal to a fault, and it seems like Tamika was loyal to a fault. She has information that her sister and her husband allegedly stole from her, and she said, she threatened her, said, "You can still go to jail. I have the receipts." I feel like if you still have those receipts, I think you should take your sister to court. Damn all that. I'll still love you. I'll still love you. I may not like you, but I'll still love you. But I'm taking you to Judge Mathis, and he is going to clear this up. I think that Tamika should definitely take her sister to court and get that $30,000 that she is saying that she is owed. Why not? Why not? Pay your sister. If this is true, pay your sister. Okay. As far as Gloria is concerned, this is not going to make her look good. I think that she should be ashamed of herself. And I do think, tastefully done, that people should call her out on her foolishness. I don't care how old she is. Respect is a two-way street. She should have enough respect for herself and decency for herself to not egg on any nonsense. In my opinion, Mama Gloria probably got broke off a little something something, and that's exactly why she's probably taking the side of LaTocha. LaTocha got something on that mama. And that's exactly why that mama is sitting there co-signing and trying to pit her, co-signing her foolishness and trying to pit her against her own sister. How you look at one daughter and turn around and say that your other daughter is jealous, her other daughter is jealous of her? How you going to tell your child that their sibling is jealous of you, even if you feel that way? Why would you say that? Do you realize that you're putting a battery in her back? You're giving LaTocha a false sense of superiority, and she gonna fall flat on her face every single time because ain't nobody like her mother telling her the truth. You going along to get along. I wonder what kind of strings were pulled so that Mama Gloria can sit pretty and live comfortable. It'll all come out. Now, I do remember, I think it was Kandi. It was Kandi, TAMIKA, and Tiny. They were on a radio show, and they were basically saying that the truth is going to come out, and you're going to see that LaTocha is not going to be painted in a good light. Now, let's go down memory lane real quick before I get out of here, okay? TAMIKA was the one that actually went to the radio station back in the day and stated that Kandi was sleeping with everybody at So Def, including Jermaine Dupri and his father. She was the one that said that. So if Kandi can forgive her for that, I mean, anything is possible, right? Now, she didn't say it was a lie. Okay, TAMIKA didn't say, she still to this day didn't say it was a lie in her confessional. She just said, we're not going to go down that road. That was a long, long time ago. So all in all, I think that this is going to be an interesting season. That mother is extremely toxic. Gloria, she's extremely toxic. And like I said, as long as it's tastefully done, I think she definitely should be called out on her foolishness. Episode 2 is going to be even more intense because, again, there's a voicemail that the mother left on TAMIKA's inbox. And it's not pretty, okay? So what's going to become of all of this? After this, is there going to be a tour? Are they going to announce a tour? Do you think that they're going to announce a song, SWV and XSCAPE? You think they're going to announce a project? Probably not, because didn't Kandi shut that down and say that they're not going on tour? They were supposed to go on tour, but it's not going to happen. So we shall see what will happen in the next episode. And I hope that something comes out of this at the end of this series, okay? So that's all I got. Ain't got no more. Drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. What do you think about the mother? I know a lot of people on Twitter, they were saying that Gloria triggered them, and then people started to go into talking about their own traumas as a child with their siblings and with their parents. So if you care to share that in the comments. Let me know what you think about episode 1. Did you watch it? Are you going to watch it? If you haven't, tune in so that we can come back and talk about this on a weekly basis. All right. So I'm signing off. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. I love you for watching. As always, until next time. Peace.